Oh yeah.
You better have a good reason to come out. Yeah, it's the season. Niggas gon' dumb out.
I like that. You did it differently. You did it a little different than you normally do.
Every once in a while, surprise you. You know what I'm saying?
You did, yeah. What's good, baby?
Everything good, man. You know, a little cold outside, but you know.
Yeah, it's brisk.
Nothing that cognac can't handle, you know.
Hey. That shit handles everything.
Yeah, word.
Yo, one of the barbers in the shop, he shipped this shit all fucking day, B. Word. I'll be like, this nigga's an alcoholic, my nigga.
Yeah, real live.
9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it's too early. The liquor store is really open that early, though. That's the crazy shit about it.
Facts.
Waiting for that nigga.
Yo, you know what's bugged out?
What's up?
Talking about hustle. The nigga Bernie Madoff, my nigga. The mittens are sold out. You can't even buy them shits.
Not Bernie Madoff.
What's his
Bernie
name?
Sanders.
Sanders, yeah. You know, I ain't a politician. One of them dudes.
Yo,
the white dude. The old white man.
I got some coming in, actually.
You ordered the mittens?
Yeah, I bought a pair.
Word, bud?
It's history, man.
I never bought a pair of mittens. I gotta have gloves.
Whatever works, man. Whatever works.
Yo, but you know what's bugged out? Is that those T-shirts, he sold them shits on his website.
Yeah.
And they sold out.
And supposedly, like, he's giving donations back to whatever his charity, whatever he sold off of this, it's going to a charity or whatever. So, yeah, man, it's weird how things happen, but, you know, turned around, he made a flip on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's giving back to a good cause. So, you know what I mean? So,
yo, talking about a good cause. Man. We got a super dope show today, B.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm always excited for, you know,
word.
Good shows.
Yo, Easy Mo B, Big D, the Batman himself. Innocent gonna click in later. Yo, fellas, what up?
What's good?
What's good, baby?
What's going on?
How y'all feeling, B?
Oh, man, everything good, man. Just enjoying the success from the new single, man. You know what I mean?
This shit is fire.
Definitely some heat.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Yo, I told a story offline. I was writing a record and shit. The Dinko D sent me a record. Man, you sent me that fucking joint. I was like, yo, my nigga, this shit is fire, son.
Fire, word.
New York is back.
Word.
No doubt. I had to do that, baby. Know what I mean?
What brought you to, how you say it? What gave you the energy to say, you know what, let me put all these dudes on one record?
Because nobody else in hip-hop was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt it was only right. The last time somebody like that, Big Meech the Game, was Big Meech, where he brought in everybody from different boroughs and different states and put them down under one team.
Word, that's dope.
The shit was fire, son. Yeah, and I'm watching everybody's like separately, all they records, they bodying shit. So you put a great team together, champ.
Definitely did your research, word.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Word.
You know,
let's talk about the BGF Entertainment.
Oh, that's my own label that I started. You know what I mean? Started about 4 years ago, and now we're becoming one of the biggest underground, independently owned black hip-hop label in the game.
Mm-hmm. Boy, the shit is fire. I saw you got a lot of businesses going on. Let's talk about that lip balm infused with the liquor. I was like,
what?
What's going on here?
That's fire.
Yo, I need some of the Hennessy joint. Can your little bro get one?
Yeah. My wife, she started a lipstick line called Lickstick with alcohol, then did lip gloss, then she did a chapstick for men called Lip Balm, infused with liquor. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the new shit we got going on. I got 3 clothing companies, you know what I mean? And for those that don't know, I am part owner of Levi's, you know what I mean? I definitely invested into Levi's. I am one of the owners of Levi's. That's right. I mean, I kept it under wraps for a long time, but now I'm letting the hat out the bag, man.
Hey, man, that shit is fucking major, bro.
Oh, congrats.
Good.
What they got, like 100 years under their belt, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's all about investing, man, where you put your money at, man.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? And I had to do something other than this hip-hop shit, man.
Car dealerships. Keep going, baby.
Oh, yeah, my wife got the car dealership, the management company, you know, 3 clothing lines, like I said, BGF Clothing, Then my son, he 10. We starting his own clothing line next. So we got a lot of shit under wraps, man. It don't stop, man. I'm
I
about
see
to
you,
start
baby.
a film company, a production company.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm about to have all the meanest producers under one team. Just watch. Next year, end of this year, will be a big year, man.
Yo, 129th in Convent.
Yeah, no doubt.
What did that give you, bro? Did that put the boss moves that we seeing right now in you?
You want to know, put the boss moves in me? I mean, I'm from 129th Street. But you want to know what put the boss moves in me? Being around real bosses like Gangsta Lou from Mob Style, Pretty Tone Capone from Mob Style, my big bro Unique from Mecca Audio, my bro Tito from Fearless 4. Being around real bosses is what made me want to boss up and level up.
Fire. SNS. That's your brother?
Yeah. That's like my stepbrother. My mom used to deal with his family. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's major right there, son. You got a lot of connections. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, baby. No question, man.
When the first time you met Rakim?
I want to say I knew Rod like 20-something years now, 20, 25, 26 years now.
Okay. Because that's where we at. We out here on Long Island and shit.
Okay.
Wine Dance, home of Rakim.
No doubt, one of the greatest MCs to ever bless a microphone.
That's a fact.
It's a big fact.
Yes, sir, man. I learned a lot from the God, man.
Yo, coming up where you came up at, who was some of the MCs you looked up to?
Kumo D, Tila Rock, Special K, Tito, my cousin Cool Keith from my group Ultramagnetic.
MC Ultra.
Yes, sir. Just Ice. Rakim, KRS, Grandmaster Caz from Cold Crush.
Fire. Cass is fire.
Raheem from Grandmaster Flash. Like, real MCs, man.
Okay, well, shit. Let's bring this shit over to my man, Easy Mo B. Yo, Easy, what up, baby?
What's good, man?
You already snow. We shaking, turkey bacon?
You chilling, man, here for the cause, man. My brother Big D, man. This is, we up to, like, the second album that's about to be released. The first one, This Is My Life. That one took a while to put together. We ran into each other. We used to bump into each other in clubs. In particular, man, at Toka Tuesday. Shout to DJ Tony Touch.
Okay.
You know, that ain't happening right now because of the pandemic. The nightlife is dead. But me and Big D, we used to run into each other in there all the time. So one night after the club, we went to go get some pizza down there in the village. He get up in the truck. And back then I had the Nav still had like a cassette deck in it, you know. And I was playing, I had an old tape. You know what I'm saying? I was playing the tape. And this one beat came on. He was like, yo, I want that beat. We in the car vibing to it, we leave, separate, bump into each other again. Every time he saw me, he's like, yo, I want that beat. I want that beat. So finally went to the studio. Well, first I disked it up, put it on CD form, gave it to him. He was writing, and the rest from there is what culminated. You know what I mean? That's how This Is My Life came about. It started with that one song.
Okay.
And then I just kept leaking them beats. And I didn't have no idea. I thought he was gonna do the whole album by himself. But then he started to bring in all of the different MCs and the different people that he was bringing to the table. For instance, like, you know, Bruce Wayne is here. He's present right now. He's gonna be on the next album. Shout to Innocent Flow. You know, Haflito. Yeah, so many people that I could say, like, I didn't know. He introduced me to a whole gang, a whole line of new MCs. And I thought it was interesting, you know what I mean? Because the intent was really just to work with him. But then what he brought to the table was this whole string, this whole line of brand new MCs, and they all spitting fire, you know. Yeah, so that's how This Is My Life came about. Right now, the next album, Feel My Pain, right, D?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the title of the next album. Putting that together right there. It's just, that's how things happen. You know what I mean? People connect. And all of this started from one beat. That's all he really wanted was one song, one beat, one track. And that turned into one album and then to another album. And by now, like a relationship, you know?
Super dope camaraderie I got.
That's fire.
And then that's spilling over into the MCs that he introduced me to. Now they want me to work on their projects, and it's just amazing how things come together sometimes.
Yo, out of the team, who was the easiest one in that booth?
Oh, don't do that, man.
I'm an MC too. Sometimes I have my good days.
Yo, Mo, be honest. Keep it. You know you man.
Sometimes I had an engineer there forever for the 16. Who was the easiest?
Well, I will say this. Skanks the Martyr. I really, really value him as an MC, man. He's a real lyrical cat. Like, people just don't spit like that, man. That takes thought, take incentive, you know what I mean? And I say Skanks because the first song, right, D?
Yeah.
I rep New York. I rep NY. He was on there, and that's when we was going over the Nostrin, right? Right, D?
Yeah.
To what's his name? The producer he was over there. The cat.
Ah, that was Skank's crib.
That was Skank's crib. What was the producer from Europe that was over there? What's his name?
Oh, Endemic.
Yeah, shout to Endemic.
Endemic.
Yeah, shout to Endemic Emerald. You know, he was over there engineering. But again, man, like, you know, Skanks, the rap martyr. He introduced me to all of these incredible MCs that was just spitting crazily. And Skanks is one, and he was on the I Rep NY in the beginning. That's the first song. And so, and I got to know him. I was closer and tighter with him. So I'll say, if you wanted that answer to be anybody, it'll probably be him.
Okay.
Yeah, shout to the whole entire damn man, it's slipping my mind right now. D, what's the name of their unit?
Bangkok family.
Yes, shout to the Bangkok family, man. Word.
Yo, Batman, what up, champ?
Yo, what's the deal?
Just have a shot, man. I seen you over there sipping.
Word.
It is what it is.
Have a shot with your new bro, man.
This ain't Kool-Aid, bro.
Whatever y'all think, I'm over there sipping.
I was like, yo, I knew I was gonna do the Zoom. I was like, damn, I could have put this in a drinking glass, but I just kept it in a tall one. I said, yeah. I figured they might think it's iced tea.
Nah, not
it looked like iced tea.
Not after that face you made after you took
not
that.
Iced tea,
What's good, baby? Yo, you got the show. I seen the show. The shit is fire.
Yeah, good looking, man. Good looking, doing what I do on my end. As far
Got
as,
some records. Got the joint with Papoose.
Yeah, I've been in this for a minute. You know what I mean? My track record is extensive. I know they're saying about me though, but my track record is extensive. I'm just happy to be a part of the situation. And I was introduced to my man Big D through Percy P, a legend in the game.
Okay.
And it was like me and Purse, we had bumped back into each other probably like in the 90s, bro. Ain't no young boys here. This is probably like 97. This is how me and Percy met. We was actually auditioning to get on a record label, and we were both there spitting. This is in the Bronx. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And so you talking about the 90s. So after that, I was just doing my whole hip hop thing, management, MC, everything else you could talk about. And then we had another chance encounter in a record, and we had another chance encounter at a record station. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, Purse, what up? And Purse didn't remember me from Adam, dog. He remember me from Adam. I said, Purse, how y'all remember me? I'm like, yo, you follow me on Twitter? You follow me? Like, he followed me on every social network. He's like, nah, I follow you because I like your music. I said, yo, so I had to remind him. And then he did remember. He's like, oh, that was you. I was like, yeah, that was me. But, you talking about so many years ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then he told me about Big D and how determined he was and what he was doing. And he brought me up to the studio one night and we linked up. And it's crazy because it just so happened that I actually hadn't met him before, but just didn't know he was Big D.
Okay.
This is at an Ultramagnetic show.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And from there, it's just been it's been all love. You know what I mean? He introduced me to Easy Mo B. Everything's been open arms. Everything's been, real nigga shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could get like that on this show, but it is
live in the barbershop, baby.
You know what I mean?
You already know.
Stand up thorough shit. You know what I mean? I got the drive. And, when I get around other people that I feel got that same energy and that same, that charge and motivation, I'm front line. I'm with it.
Yo, y'all definitely fucking knocked that record out the park, B.
Oh, good looking.
Everywhere.
Everybody involved.
It was only right.
Okay.
Yo, Big D. Make sure you shout out the production on that record, bro.
Oh yeah, Capital. My man Capital. Salute to him, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's
big
a
up Capital.
Incredible producer, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Salute to him, man.
Dope.
Big up Capital, man.
Big up Capital. Yo, Bruce Wayne, what's up with that record, Venom, B? Got my boy P on there.
Yeah,
boy,
man.
Chris Rivers killed it.
Chris Rivers is on that record. Sean P is on that record. I worked with Sean before that record. You know what I mean? Had many conversations with that man. Very cool brother. I actually did a record with him before that was called Beast Inside. Mm-hmm. That's a banger. If you ever get a chance to check it out, go check it out, Beast Inside. And we were supposed to do a video for that record. You know what I'm saying? P never showed up. He never showed up. You know what I mean? But then I got in contact with him and he told me why he didn't show up. And there was a legitimate reason why he didn't show up. But, I'm not going to disclose it during this interview. But he didn't show up for that. And we spoke real quick. And I got Chris Rivers is actually on the record first. And then I was like, yo, I need somebody else on this record. I need somebody else on this record. And I reached out to P. I called his crib because anybody that know him know, you know what I mean? You call his crib. And I called this crib and he's like, yo, Bruce Wayne, what up? I was like, what's going on? I got something, I need you on it. Chris Rivers is already on it. And he said, yo, that's crazy. He said, yo, I got a cab waiting for me. I'm about to go to the studio right now. Mm-hmm. So he knocked it out. He hit me back maybe 3 a.m. It's finished.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo.
Those emails are dope.
3 a.m, bro. He hit me back. And, I want to keep this. Like I said, this is D. This is about Big D and this is about Easy Mo B.
That's all good.
Nah, I want to go. I want to keep this on a positive, on a good thing. I want to but it is what it is, man. But as far as like, and after that, the brother passed away like a week later, fam.
Mm-hmm.
So he never got a chance to hear the finished product. And
you know what's crazy? To tell y'all a story.
That always bothers me because when that record dropped, it shook the underground something terrible. You know what I mean? That shit was like everywhere. That shit. It was that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That record was that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just regret not having an opportunity to work with him more because we had plans. You know what I mean? He wanted to, like, as far as like doing more songs, doing shows together, all that was already on the table. You know what I mean? So I regret, you know what I mean, that we didn't have the opportunity, but rest in paradise to him. And always, you know what I mean, condolences to his fam. And, I wish the brother was still here. You know what I mean? And not just on a musical note, he was just a genuinely good dude.
Facts.
I mean, he had that persona of don't give no fuck, XYZ, but he was a stand-up guy, man.
Yo, to tell y'all a quick story, I did an interview with Rock and shit. So I was telling D, I always, do mad knowledge to the guys and shit and learn everything about them and shit. So I had the whole thing on paper and I write all you guys' names up top, mad big, you know what I'm saying? So when I introduced Rock, I said, yo, we got Ruck on. He said, no, you don't. I said, yo, my bad, son. He's like, I'm going to hit you with a clipper, man. Yo, because I listened to so much P's music before I got to the studio and shit. That shit was just in my head, B. Rest in peace to that dude.
Yeah. And yo, one more thing. I remember one night we was talking. This is when we first was linking. And he told me, he said, I'll be watching you. I said, yo, he was watching me. He was watching me because I was going so hard and I had my stuff on so much social networks that when I first hollered at the guy, he was like, yo, Bruce Wayne, what up? Like, he was like, it was like open arms. And he told me something. He said, yo, I respect you. And coming from a dude like that, he said, I see what you do and I respect you. That's a lot to me personally. From a person like that, you know what I mean, to give it up. Because a lot of dudes don't give it up. You know what I mean? And that was on the very beginning of us. He just saw my grind and was like, he just gave it up.
That's real.
That stands out to me.
Yo, Mo B.
Yes, sir.
What's up, champ? Yo, a lot of people, they don't be doing their knowledge, B. Can you give the listeners out here that be watching live at the barbershop that might not know your track record, can you just run them down some of the shit that you did?
No doubt. Well, I was running around in the industry trying to get on as early as like 86, 87. For me, it started with joining together with the two brothers from my projects in Brooklyn, LG. Shouts to AB Money and JR, me, him, and JR. We ended up becoming Rapping is Fundamental. This is early. We talking about 87, 88. And AB Money, he used to go to Sarah J. Hill High School with Big Daddy Kane, so he was tight with him. Now, everywhere Kane went, we was tagging along behind him. He was going doing a show here, he's going doing this, he's in the studio. And AB Money used to always be telling him, like, yo, you need to check my man Boob out. The B stand for Booby. That's my Brooklyn, the block name.
I know a couple boobies.
That's the family name.
I know a couple boobies.
So finally, he checked me out, and him checking me out became another victory and calling Mr. Welfare on his second album. The album, it's a Big Daddy Kane, Big Daddy thing, where he on the limo with all the girls. So the album came out. This was my first real shot. Rapping is Fundamental. We was just getting out too wet at the time. When the album came out, and I finally saw my name listed with all the other producers, it was like Marley Marl, Teddy Riley, Prince Paul, all these names. Right then and there, that's when I realized I was like, yo, we're in the game. And I started getting the requests. brother on Kane Joint Set It Off. If you listen at the end of the record, it's a cat that he shout out. He's doing all the shout outs, and he shouts to peace to Mel Quan and Shabazz. The Mel Quan dude walked up to me in 1990, right after I did the Kane stuff, in a party. Like, yo, I know I see what you did for Kane, and I want you to work with my artist. He said his name is the Genius. And he said, they got this thing called the Wu-Tang. And he said, this is just one of them. He said, it's like 9 more of them, G. And he said, yo, they fusing the hip-hop together with the martial arts, and everything. So he brought this Genius guy to my crib. And every time that Mel Quan would come and bring Genius to come back to my crib, I was still in the projects then. Every time they came, he'd bring somebody different with him. Like, later on, I had to realize that the young kid that was hanging out on the couch in my room, that was Raekwon.
Okay.
And the next time he brought this brother named Ason Unique, aka the Old Dirty Bastard. And every time he would come to the crib, and RZA, I ended up working with RZA for his first single on Tommy Boy. The flip side of that, oh, we love you, Rakim. Oh, Rakim. Then after that,
graphic demonstration.
That's crazy record, right? Well, I had Sexcapades on the B side of that. This is before RZA even became a producer himself. At that time he was just like an artist, and he even credits to this day like a lot of the experiences and the stuff that he picked up from me, like coming to the house. I was rocking a 1200. He's like, yo, how you do that, G? And then they morphed into their own sensation, you know what I mean? Actually coming out with the thing that Mel Quan was telling me about the Wu-Tang and all of that. So in a sense, I play an early role in the formation of the Wu-Tang in the beginning. I was there helping them out and doing things. Then after that, I did a bunch of different remixes. Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag, getting crushed by buildings.
Yo, not to cut you off, but what was L talking about, bro?
Yo, what was he talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Big D. Yo, Bruce Wayne. What was he talking about?
It's crazy that you asked that. It's crazy that you asked that because everybody think that he was talking about sex and a girl, but if you really listen to the record, he was talking about hip hop.
Okay.
You got to really go back and you listen and you see he was talking about hip hop. But L was always like a ladies' man, sexual type dude.
Yeah.
Real highly influential on the sex symbol tip. So that's the way they took it. But after that, I got a call. Well, I was managed by Rush back in the early 90s. If you
on Elizabeth Street.
If you was rolling with Rush, that's how they used to say it, rolling with Rush. That's what Russell Simmons used to say.
On Elizabeth Street back in the days.
If you was rolling with Rush, you was really doing something. So I ended up going with their Rush producers management. They had a separate division for producers. And the chick that was managing me, God rest her dead, man, she passed away, Francesca Sparrow, but she called me up one day and she was like, listen, she called me Boob too. She got that got to know me that well. She's like, Boob, Russell has been hanging out with Miles Davis and Miles wants to get into hip hop. I want to take some of your tracks and shop them to him. So he listened to the stuff. That earned me a personal meeting at his apartment. He was living over there on Central Park West. And again, it just all started out with like one song. I ended up producing Miles Davis' entire album.
That's fire.
Scared the hell out of me, man, because I'm only
that's
I was gonna ask you that. Was you a little intimidated by that shit?
I'm only 3 years. Wait, 89. 90, 91, 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Because it started in 91, our recording, then it came out in 92. Yo, that scared the hell out of me, man. I'm only 2 years in on the game, and you want me to produce Miles Davis? And then when I went to his crib, to the apartment, right? So it was a beat. It's crazy we talked about Genius, because what she did, she put together a reel for him to listen to, a reel of stuff that I had done. So the song True Fresh MC from Words from the Genius album was on that reel. And then when I got to his apartment, he said, put that tape in. He had already played it. And he made me go to that song. He was like, I want you to do that right there. I want to do that. I was like, word. So after, at that point, I was comfortable, and we went in the studio and we worked. And what wasn't even supposed to be an entire album, I ended up producing Miles Davis' very last album, man. You know?
That's crazy.
And then look, I want to talk about this too. You know, back in the early 90s, if you're old enough, everybody know about that Grammy curse. They used to always talk about the Grammy curse. So the Miles Davis album won for Best R&B Instrumental, something like that. It wasn't in an exact jazz category. But anyway, the point is it won for a Grammy. Back then in the early 90s, the Grammy curse was, if you got anything from a Grammy, after that, you over. You finished.
Okay.
So check this out. The next meeting Fran at Rush set up for me, she said, Andre, she was talking about Uptown Records. Rest in peace, Andre Harrell. She said, Andre, he's got a soundtrack that he's putting together, movie soundtrack, and they got a new artist they need some music for. They want to put. I want you to go up there and meet him. Now, months before, all of this is tying together, all the people I was talking about. Big Daddy Kane DJ Mr. C. I used to go stop by C crib, because C used to live on the 8th floor in my building in LG. Stopped by his crib when he moved out on Franklin Avenue one time. He showed me this cat. He was like, yo, check this dude out. This dude is, I was like, yo, dude is dope, man. He was like, yo, I'm telling you. All right, left his crib. Fran, like a couple of months later, Fran from Rush told me about the meeting up at Andre to go up there and meet and listen to a new MC rapper. So I go up there, come to find out, that's the dude Mr. C played me. His name was, at the time, Biggie Smalls. Yo, somebody getting murdered in the background?
Oh, that ain't me. That ain't me. Who is that?
Yo, D was good.
Looking at the corner of
Yo,
his
you know
eye,
what that sound like? You know what that sound like?
I'm all caught up in the story. I'm like,
I was about to ask that too. Like, yo, D, your son is wilding.
Anyway, man. Anyway, that one song that they needed on that new artist, the track for that new artist, the soundtrack was Who's the Man? The song that we did became Party and Bullshit. Okay. And Puffy was the A&R at Uptown at the time. This is not even Bad Boy yet. Okay. So from what I did with Big for Party and Bullshit, Puff, I remember that Fran, she actually told me that Puff called her back and was like, yo, that kid, that Mo B kid, like, yo, I like him, man. I want to, keep working with him, with my new artist. That's how Ready to Die was born. See, Ready to Die was supposed to come out on Uptown, but if you remember, Andre and Puff, they had some difficulties. Puff broke off, went and got his deal at Arista, started Bad Boy Entertainment, and that's where Ready to Die came out. And so while I'm at Uptown before the Bad Boy stuff happened, no, actually after the Bad Boy label was born, then Puff is like, I want you to work with my new artist. His name is Craig Mack. We end up doing Flavor in Your Ear, Get Down. First of all, on the Biggie album, I'll make it clear. You wanted me to explain. On the Ready to Die album, I did on the title track, Ready to Die, Warning, Give Me the Loot, Machine Gun Funk, Friend of Mine. Did I say the what? Featuring
Bangers.
Yeah,
And that was
and
the
then
only
bangers.
the joint on there, right, where he had somebody spitting with him.
Meth.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Meth,
That was like real rare right there. You know that an artist. He only had one feature on the album.
That's fine.
On the second album, I played less of a role.
I always wonder why too. When I bought the second album, I ain't see that Mo B there. I was like, the fuck happened?
Well, you know, by that time, Puff, he wasn't really messing with me like that too much because, I mean, a lot of people know the story out there. You know, I was trying to collect my monies and stuff like that, and I always wondered what a lot of. I figured it could have been a variation of things, man. It could have been that. It also could have been that I worked with Tupac, but then again, Big and Pac, I produced both of them on Running from the Police. The original Running.
Yeah.
So they was friends. They was cool at the time. I was right there. I witnessed that. We all in the same room. You know what I mean? Smoking the same weed, drinking the same liquor. Everybody hanging together. And then when they did like this, they went their separate ways. I always felt like
Put you in a situation as a you know,
could that been like a little bit of disdain because I'm working with, now mind you, Big and Pac is friends. They cool. Okay, they go apart like that, right? Before they even go apart, I done made records on both of them.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for that. I'm glad that it wasn't where like the beef started and then I go start working with Tupac. Nah, a lot of people probably don't realize. I was working with Big and I worked with Pac, got the records done, and then that's when Pac went to jail and everything, and it's just crazy.
That's crazy that you actually saw the genuine love that they had for each other. Because, like you said, y'all were all in the same room. You know what I'm saying? Not so many people can say they seen that. You know what I mean?
Do y'all remember Unique Recording Studios in Times Square?
Yeah.
Unique Recording Studios. A lot of people recorded there. Yeah, we did that, the running joint right up in Studio C on the 10th floor. I'm telling you, the room was so packed. Junior Mafia was in there. Pac, he had Mo Preem and what's them dudes? Who was his crew that he was bringing out? With Fatal Hussein was in there. What's their name?
The Outlaws.
The Outlaws, yeah.
Okay.
He had some women there. I had like a whole bunch of dudes from the projects up in there. Everybody wanted to come and see because, you know, they get ready to make this record. And I just watched all of that. You know, watch them be friends and be cool. And then imagine waking up one day and you see like it's beef. And so it's just crazy. I felt like I was kind of placed in the middle for that, you know, even though I got records done on both of them. But not to spend too much time on that. After that, around that same time, because a lot of relationships was built at Uptown Records. Dr. Butt Naked Tim Dog, who was also an A&R after Puff had left, was trying to start his Bad Boy thing. Tim Dog brought to me. Everybody's bringing a new artist. I want to point this to you. I want to point this out too. And this is all leading back to the This Is My Life album, how Big D introduced me to all of these brand new MCs. You know, you got to always keep your eye on the new and who's coming up because that's tomorrow's stars. You know, people are always jocking, you know, the ones that's already out, that's already doing it and getting it. But when I think back, a lot of the so-called historical stuff about me and the people I work with, they was all new artists. Biggie, he was a new artist. Craig Mack, He had made records in the earlier '80s, but to everybody else, he was a new artist. You got the Lost Boys. You got oh man, it's like a lot of you could say I helped develop a lot of new talent at that time, and to this day, man, they like legendary. Outside of that, a lot of the people that we already knew, Busta Rhymes, Public Enemy, LL Cool J, who jumped on the Flavor in Your Ear remix, by
Killed
the
it.
way. Yeah. Wu Tang, a lot of people don't know I worked with them. This is not in the beginning era. On that 8 Diagrams album, the Take It Back joint. I work with, instead of saying what I normally say, I could say a lot of names of people that I work with. People probably wouldn't even know. They don't focus on that. Dougie Fresh.
Out of everybody you work with right now, the situation you got is real crazy. You know what I'm saying, with all of these guys, because these guys are hot and they adults. These are not like young kids. You know what I'm saying? You got Big D. You know what I'm saying? You got the Batman. They got their all separate shit. How does that make you feel right now as a producer to be in the mix of these fucking lions?
And that's exactly what they are, man. Yo, you know what? It's like I said, you just got to always keep your eye on the new. The new is like tomorrow's stars. They're the one that's going to set the pace for the future. Okay. You know, and everybody in their own right that's on the This Is My Life, Big D's first album, and on this next coming album, including Bruce Wayne, who's here with us right now. They're all seasoned MCs.
Yeah, been doing it for a while. So
they never been released. They're all over time seasoned MCs. Yeah, these is not cats that just been doing things starting last week. Just like where Big D comes from. Big D comes from the lineage of Ultramagnetic.
Real shit.
Come on, Ultramagnetic was when I wanted to make records.
Yo, you know what's crazy with that record? When that shit come on, like, you might get fucked up in the party. MC Ultra, man, you might get punched in the face on that record, son.
But it's just crazy, man. You know, I'm thankful for the relationship. You know, with Big D, me and him. Your connection with people is really, really what kind of determines your future, man. You never know who you're gonna meet and what it's gonna lead to. And
absolutely.
So for that, man, I'm thankful, D, for you introducing me to this long line of these seasoned spitters. You know, look out for that Feel My Pain album coming.
Yo, D.
Yo.
Gotta ask you something, baby. This Is My Life, the documentary. When can I put on the TV and watch that shit, son?
Yo, it's coming. It's on the way. You know what's crazy? That it was supposed to been released, but due to, technical difficulties, man, I got it back in my hands, and so it's coming out within the next few months, man. I promise everybody, man.
Yo, I watched the trailer. I was like, yo, son, this shit is gonna be crazy.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I had a deal with Netflix. They wanted to do something for $3 million at one time, and I didn't even have control over the situation, but now I do. So now I got the whole documentary in my hand. Me and Mo gonna sit down, and we're gonna look at it, and whatever he say keep, we're gonna keep. What he say gotta go, and we're gonna put it out.
Yo, D.
Yo.
Can you move closer to the screen?
Yeah, that camera, that backlight is killing you.
Yeah.
That's like
even
if
you stood there, there's some flashing light.
You got that light right behind your head.
You got a face.
Yeah, you good.
There you go.
He got so much going on. He got light shining on.
Yo, D. Yeah. That's that shine of light on him.
Yeah,
yo, D.
Yo.
That too raw, son. Yo, my God, son. I was like, I must have played that shit. I must have cut like 4 heads and blazed that shit, son.
Admit it, right? That's Mo B work.
That shit hard,
admit
son.
it.
That shit crazy.
Admit it, right? The lyrics and the beat combined. You only get to hear that type of thing that much now, right? It's a pleasure to hear
That's
hip
a fact.
hop like that. Yeah,
y'all cut a couple heads. They was like, "Yo, who that? Yo, who that?" Yo, that's when you know the shit fire, son.
Shout to Fame, MOP. You know, he did his thing on there, man.
And you know what? That was Mo B idea because he was like, "Yo," I said, "Yo, Mo, who do you wanna? Who would you want to hear on this beat right here?" And he looked at me and he said, "If anybody, I want MOP."
You know what? You probably don't even know where that come from, D. I'm gonna tell y'all what I do with my beats. After I make the beats, right? I test the beats out with different acapellas. You know what I mean? You know, like on the 12-inch on the record, on the single, you got the vocal, the instrumental, and then they have the acapella. I try my beats out with different acapellas. And I had mixed G Building acapella with that beat. And I said, yeah.
Crack cocaine.
When he was doing that, I said, oh man, you got to put him on. And then D was already cool with him and, you know, had the relationship. So it happened.
Super lit. Yo, D, what you smoking? Some Reggie?
Nah, never that, baby.
Some Reggie Miller.
I had to wake him up. I had to catch him off guard, B.
Nigga, I get shit mailed to me, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yo, fellas, we here with DJ Shavi, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If y'all could be like, yo, Shavi, when you in the motherfucking spot, yo, play this shit. We gonna start off with D.
Hey, yo, Shavi, what up, man? This your man,
good?
Big D,
Peace,
man.
Peace.
When you in the spot, my nigga, make sure, man, you rocking this New York #1 banger, man. Everywhere. Big D and Easy Mo B, man.
I got that. It's in the playlist. Locked in.
Yo, Mo, you next, baby.
Yo, what's up? Yo, DJ Shavi, check this out, man.
What's up?
When you spinning your joints, make sure you run that Big D and Easy Mo B. Hit me off. We need that. All right?
Okay, I got you.
Yo, right Bruce now. Wayne, where you at? The Batman. Oh, yeah.
Hey, yo, DJ Shavi, what's the deal? It's your boy Bruce Wayne, the Batman. You know, when you laying that heat down, you got to throw in that Big D, Easy Mo B. You got to throw that Bruce Wayne on, that Wayne Enterprises, that BGF. Set that fire, baby.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Yo, I didn't say my name. I ain't say my name on mine. Let me do it.
Nah, you good. You good.
Say my another one. We're going to cut that.
I got another question for you. I got another question for y'all, B. Before we take off.
Oh, said that nigga said Bruce Wayne the Batman. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, that shit sounded fire. Yo, Wayne, you had them set up because you got to listen to both their joints.
Yeah, nah, but they Mo did an excellent job. They both did. They was fucking their shit. I'm like, you know
yo, if we can remix that another way here on Live at the Barbershop, we love to ask, who's your top 5 MC of all time, dead or alive? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
Who's that for?
Uh-oh.
That's for all three of y'all.
You go first, Bruce.
There we go.
Top 5 dead or alive.
Facts.
Karis 1.
Boom.
1.
Rakim.
2.
Boom.
Point guard.
Rakim. Kool G Rap.
Boom.
He like a power forward.
I like that.
Big Daddy Kane.
Bow. 4.
And
center. We need a center.
It might not be a center.
Might be another shooting guard, right?
I gotta go with people that influenced me as far as rapping, and it was too like Run DMC. You know what I'm saying?
Copy, yeah.
Like De La Soul, which I might be like, oh shit, how you saying De La Soul? Because at one point when I was rapping early, I was on some hard body shit. Just everything was hard, mad body. I heard De La Soul, and I said, yo, man, I'm allowed to show my other side.
Yeah, that shit fun music.
So, De La Soul did a lot for me. That whole native tongue movement did a lot for me as far as just like adding dimensions to who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking outside the box. So the fifth one, I don't know, bro. It got to be a group.
That's fire.
For me, it got to be a group. I don't know.
I ain't gonna hold you. That potholes in my lawn was my shit.
That shit drove me nuts.
Yeah.
That drove me. When I heard that, it blew my mind, yo.
Facts.
It blew my mind.
Next up.
Yeah, also, yeah. Oh, yeah. And also EPMD.
Yeah.
Oh. We had Eric Sherman on here. That boy is super fire.
When I heard I shot the sheriff, when I had my little joint, my little box, listening to Red Alert, and certain shit came on, when I heard that, I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That really, moms and them knew not to come in the room.
Yeah.
That was like my time when them joints was going. But yeah, that's what I like. As far as like, that's it. My 5 is kind of mysterious. It's just out there.
Yo, shout out to Steady B too. R.I.P. to Steady B.
Steady B.
I didn't even know he used to dance for them, yo. He started out dancing with them.
Man, that bring the beat back. Ooh.
Crazy.
It's crazy. I always get stuck on 5. I was up at K-Slay. He asked me for 5. I told him 4. He got mad. He said, what about Grandmaster Melly Mel? I said, yeah. But you asked for my generation. You just
it's my time. Like, I was,
Shout out to Melly Mel. He be like, yo, how much you benching?
Yeah.
Nigga still diesel.
Me and him used to go to the same gym. That's ill.
Word?
Yeah, in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Yeah, I used to bump in them from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But that's it, man. I got nothing else to offer, man. Let them go. That's my 4, and my 1 is
mysterious.
In the shadows. It's mysterious.
Yeah. No later.
I think about this after, like, oh shit, I should have said so and so. You know what I mean?
Yo, what's up? Who next, baby?
Go ahead, D.
All right. I gotta say, number 1, Grandmaster Caz.
Super dope.
Number 2, Cito from Fearless 4. Number 3, Kumo D.
Hard.
That's he said that too. Slay said Mo D too. He threw Mo D up too. He's like Mo D.
Number 4, Just Ice.
Okay. I see your direction, baby.
Number 5,
let's get it.
Rakim.
You better say Rakim.
Yeah, you gotta put God in there.
Okay.
God in.
Okay.
You better say Rakim.
Yo, you know why I love Mo D? Every time I watch that documentary, that nigga said, you can't beat Mo D. You can't beat Mo D.
Real talk, man.
What you got, Mo?
Well, I got a top 10. No, I can't even say top 5 because I gotta
keep going.
Yeah,
I gotta add Tila Rock in there.
Keep going.
You know what I mean? You gotta add
Rock, yeah.
You gotta add Peso. You know what I mean? Then you gotta switch it around and give it to my man Big L. You know what I mean? After Big L, you gotta spin it off, man. You know what I mean? And say my man Pretty Tone Capone from Mob Style.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Come around the way.
Yeah. And then I'm last but not least, man. You know what I mean? I gotta say, my big bro, Gangsta Lou from Mob Style, because he was one of the nicest niggas in Harlem on that mic.
Yeah, he had some shit.
A lot of dudes borrowed from them dudes, man.
Word.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
All them dudes you called out, a lot of dudes borrowed from them dudes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to their flow and their style, a lot of dudes.
Well, are we saying borrow or stole?
Nah, you say some people, you know what it is? Some people have fathers to their style. Some people don't.
That's
you know
a fact.
What I mean? And so I wouldn't say stole. You could say influence. Some people have fathers to their style. There ain't no shame in it unless you're doing an exact mimic like nigga. You're trying to be the father.
Yeah, you're fucking me up right now.
if you just trying to do an exact mimic. okay to be influenced now. You just trying to be him. Chill out.
Yeah.
Look how many people back to D's cousin. Look how many people he Kool Keith influenced.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. From that, especially from that Wu tree. A lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the styles.
Yeah.
Hear it. Come on, Mo.
What up, Mo?
What you got for us, Mo?
Yeah, Bruce Wayne, he mentioned him earlier, but I say the Melly Mel.
Yeah.
Melly Mel is let me tell you something, man. Melly Mel is one of the most important voices, man, in hip hop. He's the one that kind of taught us to project your joint, man. Like be aggressive with it, be heard. And on top of that, man,
you know what, Mo, you right, because I think about it, he was definitely one of my first with the message.
Yeah, and then a lot of people might not remember records.
You helped me with my 5, bro.
Then a lot of people might not remember. Yo, listen to his aggression, man, on that. What was that? Step off. You know you got to step off because you know you're soft.
Yeah.
Yo, when he said that.
Soft ass nigga.
Fuck out of here,
He brought like some serious aggression into the game, you know, when he said that. And just that rhyme and message, man. I just always thought he was one of the most powerful voices, man, ever. And if we say top 5 dead or alive, I'm telling you right now, right from that era right there alone, you know what?
Everybody.
I ain't even gonna go into the what you call a second generation. I'm gonna stay in that generation right there, okay? And like Big D said, you can't
forget about niggas like Billy Danz and Big Pun, and you know what I mean. Like there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah,
and that's just to show you how far we came in hip hop. We've come in hip hop, man.
Billy
Like
Danz and Big Pun,
you know.
We gotta go to the fathers to their style. The father to that Big Pun style is Cool G Rap.
Cool G Rap.
So my top 5.
And he said that out his face. You know what I'm saying?
So my top 5 from that era right there, from the pioneer era, of course, Melly Mel. For that matter, the entire Furious 5, man. You know, Raheem. Oh my goodness. Then you got Busy B. Busy B was what you call like the party rocker. He was like a party MC.
Chief rocker.
He had the humor in his rhymes. Then what you call him? D said Grandmaster Caz. I'm gonna say the entire Cold Crush.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy KG, man.
Yeah, the Cold Crush.
The entire Cold Crush. Man, Spoonie G.
Ooh.
Yeah. You see, a 1 for the trouble, 2 for the bass. Come on, y'all, let's rock that.
This.
Like Guru said, it's mostly the voice. It's all about the voice, and all of these cats that I'm rhyming, they all had voices, they had like stage personality and all of that. Like when I was with my group, by the way, AB and JR, they the ones that coerced me into being the 3rd member of the group rapping is fundamental. I didn't want to rap. I just wanted to make beats and be the DJ. And he was like, yo, come on, man. You need you to be that third dude. Plus we was singing and doing harmony, 3-part harmony and everything too. And he was like, yo, with harmony, it ain't full unless you got like a 3rd man. I was like, all right. But I always felt like I wish my voice could have been like a Melly Mel. I just don't have that type of voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
My shit is deeper, and I would have to project something closer to like what Rakim always did. You know, my voice is closer to like the way like a Rakim sound or something, but that voice is important, man. So I got 4 right there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Who gonna be? Okay, let's move up. Okay,
last one.
At the top. Okay. Hold up.
It's always a problem, bro. It's always a problem.
My last one, I did 4, right?
Man.
Yeah. So my last one is gonna be at the top of the second generation of hip hop, and I'm gonna name him because I feel like he influenced and spawned the next generation of MCs and people who wanted to be like him. I'm gonna say LL Cool J.
There you go. That's a good one. I can respect that one.
Facts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
So my collection was a little different, but it's like I just didn't want to say the same because Bruce Wayne, I was gonna say the same thing.
He stole his whole lineup.
If I didn't let you go first,
if I ain't let you on.
I said what he said.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? When I first met Mo, and I found out that was him and rapping is fundamental. I told you that day when we was in the joint. I said I used to love that record, and I didn't realize it was you. You know, that night I went back and looked. I said, oh shit, that was my shit, man.
We had a whole album though. I don't know if you ever heard the album. We had a whole album called the Do Hop.
I checked the album.
Yeah.
I went and checked the album, but that was my joint. I thought it was so unique and different. I appreciated it, bro. I thought that joint was a banger. I was like, this joint, you know what I mean? It was.
We did a lot of stuff on there, but my favorite song on the whole album, my personal, was a joint called "Speak Softly."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But I was like, how does dude go from rapping is fundamental to like epic producer?
Word.
That's what I really wanted to be. I didn't want to be a rapper.
But that's why I couldn't match it up. I'm like thinking Easy Mo B, and I didn't realize that you was the same guy. I'm literally until that night when we met last year, I didn't realize you was the same guy. I'm like, oh
same
shit.
Guy.
I go from do that, rapping to
I got a whole bunch of people trying to pull me out of retirement. I'm like, nah.
Now you coming out. I'm gonna send you an email in a second. You gonna come out of retirement.
Word. Gonna give you some bars, baby. We need some bars.
Yo, Mo, he said they trying to bring him out.
Yeah, we got 2 Easy Mo B albums that we working on right now. Also, Mo got 2 joints that's gonna drop, man.
Okay. We ready, baby?
But I won't be rapping on them. I won't be rapping.
Yo, I'm gonna say it like this, man.
We about to drop some crazy shit, man. We got me and Mo B. We got what? The double album done. This album, that's 3 albums. We got 7 more albums together. We doing 10 Big D and Easy Mo B albums.
Damn, B, they ain't even done yet.
That's a lot.
Yo, Mo, bring him back in. Reel him in.
Word.
Reel him back in.
Yeah. And then we got me and Bruce Wayne got an album we gonna start.
We gonna do that and a mixtape.
Yeah, and me and Hot Felito got an album. Me and Innocent Flow got an album. Me and Moneybags working on something. I mean, it's gonna be crazy because I'm planning on retiring in the next 3 years. So I'm dropping. Me and Mo got 7 more albums after this. Then I got about 6 more with everybody else. Then I'm done. I'm retiring.
What about me? I ain't in there.
Man, we could do it. Let's do it, man. All I know is in 3 more years, baby, it's over.
Yo, Bruce Wayne, you like how I slipped that in there, right?
I ain't retiring. As long as them booking agents is booking, I'm available.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I'm like, yo,
don't
I'm
get me wrong.
Right now. D, how you?
I'm not retiring until another 3 years. I'm retiring exactly in 3 more years. Okay. I'm not doing no more albums, but I will perform.
That's what I'm saying.
But in 3 more years, I'm not doing no more albums. After I do these 7
more with Mo, and the next 6 that I got to do with everybody on the label, I'm done. By the time 3 years, I'll be done.
Yo,
this is my life. Show that shit.
Oh, that's vinyl. Niggas don't know what vinyl
Show
is.
that shit, B.
That's a vinyl, nigga.
Real DJs. Not these new guys ain't real, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me let them know this is real, man. And then look at this. This
Hey,
is
yo, that
the
joint
limited
always
edition.
that joint always sounds so
That
crispy
shit
when
pretty.
you pull it out, right? When you go through that sleeve, like crackle.
That
Sound
yellow and black.
That's
It's like you opening the
That's
kitchen.
limited. That's limited edition vinyl right there for
Oh, I
you.
gotta get that. Yeah, I gotta get that.
Shabby need 2 of those,
I'm
B.
put in the stash. I'm not
Lemon
opening it
lime.
up.
That lemon is fire. That yellow.
That shit
Word.
is fire.
Gonna fuck their head
we
up like
not
the blue and
playing.
cream.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. Hold on. Let me, my earphone fell out. Hold on. Let me give y'all some real shit, right? Me and Easy Mo B are the only underground. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
heard you. Loud and clear.
Me and Easy Mo B are the only underground hip hop artists that's in Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, and ChildRecords.com.
That's fire.
Do the history.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire.
I'll put up any amount of money, anybody that challenges me on that.
That's fire.
Yo, fellas,
Keep working, man.
I'm gonna say this. We gonna do like a part 2.
We gotta do a part 2.
Part 3.
Yeah,
Part 4.
4, 5,
I'm
6,
gonna do
7.
like Big D did.
Y'all can pull up to the studio. You know what I'm saying? We in Long Island. It ain't that far. Y'all know it's not that far. Stop playing.
Wait, where y'all at? Y'all right next to that railroad?
Right across the street from the train station. We literally right across the street.
I'm looking past you through the joint.
Yeah.
You know it.
I'm looking right past you, and I done been on that LIRR. I said, yo, that joint look like that barbershop over there.
Pull up, baby.
We right there.
Pull up. Yo, I'm gonna stay in touch with y'all through Big D, because that's my new big bro. My new friend. You already know what it is, B.
Let's do it, King. Let's do it, man. You know what I mean? We out here grinding, man. We got, like I said, we got a lot of new releases. You know what I mean? Hopelito, Bruce Wayne, Percy P, Money Bags, Easy Mo B, Big D, and Easy Mo B. Like, it don't stop. You know what I mean? Good Time Slim got an album coming out. Wade R Block got an album coming out. Like, we ain't playing. BGF Entertainment. The world is ours, baby.
Yo, around here, I love to say, if you build a tight foundation, your roof won't collapse. Bang. Yo, can we get a quick drop from you guys? Live at the barbershop, wop, whatever.
I thought we did that. I was the DJ.
Okay.
Nah, that was for Shabby.
Yeah. Good looks on that for Shabby, but
Word.
What you need us to say?
Yo,
whatever.
Live at the barbershop,
Yes.
whatever.
All right.
This is, introduce yourself and live. It's live at the barbershop. Check. Whatever.
Hey, yo, this your man Big D, man, CEO of BGF Entertainment, man. And I'm in the building with my big bro. You know what I mean? Hold on, let's do that one more time.
Money. My name is Money, just in case you want to know, baby.
All right.
Shabby.
Hey, yo, what up? It's your man Big D, man. CEO of BGF Entertainment, man. And I'm chilling in the building with my little bro, man, Money. I'm live at the barbershop. You niggas don't understand what it is, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yo, this is Easy Mo B, live and direct. You are checking out Live at the Barbershop.
Wow.
Bang.
Bang.
Let's
Yo,
get it, baby.
Yo, what's the deal? What's going on? It's your boy Bruce Wayne, the Batman. You already know what it is, man. I'm live at the barbershop with my boy Money. They getting it in. Shouts out to them, the whole team.
Bang. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yo, I love you, brothers, man. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Could have been anywhere, but you here live at the barbershop. You dig? Salute. We about to get into this quick mix. You already know what it is. Bang. Get it. Bow. Oh, yeah.
Rockin' me, DJ Shabby, live at the barbershop. Money was good.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Wayne, what up? Big D, what up? Easy Mo B, salute, King. Let's go.
Rock you like a prize fighter. Millennium whip, 2040 night rider. You on the sidelines, wrinkle face, hate and grill. Watching me for years, mad cause I'm caking still. I vomit on tracks, yeah, your boy is over ill. The high exalted, master of dope material.
Let's go.
I'm back at HQ, dining with the general. You in the streets with a team full of imbeciles. I have my bottom bitch shoot you in your genitals. Fuck out of here, deaf to all your Tinkerbells. Come from mine, y'all niggas must be doing white lines. Stick to your credit card schemes and doing light crimes.
Oh yeah.
I guillotine niggas, your fam will cry rivers. Put you where there's no sunshine. Bill Whip.
Rock me, let's go.
Color the coke cooker. I love the Matrix. Ignorance is bliss. Pussy beater, love the paper. Piss on your tombstone. Last round Undertaker. Give me your gun, middle finger up. Fuck the savior. Niggas be feeding for a pack, then they duck you later. Rikers Island Gladiator with a razor swinging. Purple rain in my rolling. What the fuck I'm thinking? Wherever, whenever, however niggas get it done. As weight I can get you and get your fucking son. I'm from a place where it's innocent. The sky is black. Wet pussy and good bud is where you find me at. The fifth liquor, spit liquor, insomniac.
Oh yeah.
Money and bitches, now that's my kind of rap.
In the meantime, play the green line till we flip shit on the B-side. It's how a G ride. When a G slide, turn animal like D-line. Get a bite before I show some teeth. Throw them hands before I show some heat. Show some heat.
The way she walks up in the room, son, she flawless. Hair drops down.
Rockin' me, DJ Shabby, live at the barbershop.
Meals, 5 courses, Benz, coupes, and
Check.
tatted from her neck to her feet, look like a portrait. Boss.
Bruce Wayne, salute, bro, salute.
Regardless where the flaws might be, papers enormous.
Easy Mo.
You consider a baller, couldn't.
B.
She loves riding horses, badge look like a fortress. Single with a daughter by a lawyer up in Boston is still. She 1 in a million, I mean really. I hold a nigga down like Shorty who be with Gilly. High IQ, her personality chilly, but gets turned up when niggas start acting silly. She blow a low herb, you barely see her with birds. Type of broad real niggas deserve. That's my word, deserve. That's my word.
Rockin' me, DJ Shabby, live at the barbershop. Easy Mo B. Peace, God. Peace, man. Thanks for tuning in. Checking in with us.
Love, champ.
I got a new one for you, Henny.
I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. Ain't no telling how we living, we just moving how we go. I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. About to turn this shit up on all the Casamigos. I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. Ain't no telling how we living, we just moving how we go. I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. About to turn this shit up and want the Casamigo. Let's go.
Yeah, she make it clap. I'll take you to your dream house. Let me see that finger and I'll take you to your dream house. Told me to shut up, she about to show me what that thing about. Lips on her lips, she about to take it up for dinner. Take it up for dinner. Yeah, cause I've been reminiscing about my past hoe. Was only one all the time, but she fucking up my cash flow. Why can't you see it? This is the end, this is the last show. Gotta move on.
Move on, I was going off the Casamigos. She want me to save the day like a fucking hero. Baby, I'm not with the trends, I am like a Negro. You ain't know my life a movie, baby, like the Regals. She want me to back in the bag and open it like the Rios. But I know you fuck my mate, so you gonna fuck for the Frito. Yeah, I'm rocking off like this shit so white, it look like a kilo. Yeah, my heart so cold, not 0 degrees, this shit Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero, baby, so much fucking trip, I should've went to the Navy. Zaza on my lip, that is 180. Fat ass on my bitch, icing over the cakey. Yeah, I got that blueprint, nigga, I feel like Jay-Z. Yeah, my shit so hard, something like crap in the 80s. Love her for a broad, I cannot fucking shit basic. Yeah, I came so far, niggas can't say they made me. I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. Ain't no telling how we living, we just moving how we go. I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. About to turn this shit up on the Casamigos. I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. Ain't no telling how we living, we just moving how we go. I got mean smoke and a couple freaky hoes. About to turn this shit up and want the Casamigo. Let's go.